Hi everyone, welcome to College Entrance Exam Review Series. In this tutorial series, we're going to answer questions about basic algebra and arithmetic with some explanation. This is part 6 of 10 with the topic of graphing. This will be a part 1 of graphing. So let's start. Question number 1 for this tutorial. The point 6 negative 3 is found in what quadrant? So let's recall our basic understanding of quadrant. There are four or five quadrants wherein the quadrant 1 is here and quadrant 2 is here, 3, and 4. The signs for quadrant 1 are positive, positive. The sign for quadrant 2 is negative, positive. For quadrant 3 is negative, negative. And for quadrant 4 is positive, negative. Now let's look at the given. It's positive 6 and negative 3. So that is positive and negative. Positive and negative is found in quadrant number 4. So the answer is letter D. Question number 2. Find the following. Which of the following does not belong to any of the four quadrants? So as we can say again, circle again a quadrant. This is positive, positive. Quadrant 1. Quadrant 2 is negative, positive. This is negative, negative. And this is 3. This is 4. This is positive, negative. As you can see, this is positive, negative, so it is a quadrant. This is negative, positive. This is positive, positive. Unlike number 3, we cannot find 0 in any of the quadrant. And why? Because it lie on the x-axis. This here, on the x-axis. Therefore, our answer is letter C. Which of the following points have negative x coordinate, meaning the value of x? Since we're talking of x, we're just dealing with this axis. So if we're dealing with that axis, let's try to find where are the negative values from. So this is 0. So the origin here. So if you go on the left side of the origin, all of the points here has negative x value. So the answer is A and C. And that is letter B. Which of the following coordinates? What are the coordinate midpoint of the segment with endpoint at negative 3, 4 and 5, 8? Okay, to recall you, the formula for our midpoint is x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2. Again, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2. That's the value of x. And y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. So let's check for the value of x first. So value of x, let's write it here. So that is negative 3 plus 5. So negative 3 plus 5 over 2, that is that is 2 over 2, that is 1. The value of x is 1. And let's go with y. That is negative 4 plus 8. Negative 4 plus 8 over 2. That is 4 over 2. And that is 2. So the value of our midpoint is 1 and 2. And that is letter B. What is the slope of the line y is equal to 3x plus 6? So to get the slope, we need to know the slope form of a linear equation. And that is y is equal to mx plus b. Since y is equal to 3x plus 6 is in slope form, so we can say that the value of our slope is 3. M corresponds with slope. So the value of our slope is 3. So that is the value of our slope. Number 6. What is the slope of the line passing through the points negative 7, 5, and 3, 1? So to do it, let's do the formula for slope. The formula for slope is change in y over change in x. Or as we know this as y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Now we have this formula. Let's try to enumerate what's our x's and what's our y's. So this will be our x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So now let's substitute our values. Our x sub 2 is 3 minus negative 7. I'm sorry. This is not correct. Should be y. Our y sub 2 is 1 minus 5 over x sub 2 is 3 minus 7. So 1 minus 5 is negative 4 over 3 plus 7 is 10. So that is negative 2 over 5. So the answer is negative 2 over 5 and that is letter A. Number 7, what is the distance between the points negative 8, 3 and negative 4, 5? So the distance formula is D is equal to the root of x minus sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Now let's try to find the value. Let's identify our x's and our y's. So this will be our x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So let's substitute the values that we have. So we have x sub 2 that is negative 4 minus negative 8 squared plus y sub 2 is 5 minus negative 3 squared. So negative 4 minus negative 8 that is 4 squared plus 5 minus negative 3 that would be 8 squared. 4 squared is 16 plus 64 that is a square root of 80. Now let's simplify square root of 80. Root of 80 is equivalent to 16 multiplied by 5. So that is square root of 16 multiplied by square root of 5. The root of 16 is 4 square root of 5. So this is the value of our distance. So the answer is letter C. Number 8. If two lines have a slope of negative 5 and 1/5, which of the following is true about two lines? Now, in this kind of question, it's nice to have our understanding about perpendicular and parallel line. When a line is parallel, they will never meet because they have the same slope. Meaning the slope of number 1 and the slope of the second line are equal. So therefore, they would not meet because they have the same slope. If the line are perpendicular in the graph, the relation of that is that if we multiply the slope of the first line and the slope of the second line, the answer should be negative 1. So if we multiply negative 5, because negative 5 and 1/5 are not equal, so this is not a parallel line. So meaning, they did not intersect, this will be wrong. Okay? They intersect at 2 points, meaning no line could be no two straight line could intersect in 2 points. So this is wrong as well. If they are the same line, then they have the same slope. Yeah, because this slope are not the same, so this will not also be correct. So this is incorrect. Now let's try if they are perpendicular. Let's multiply negative 5 multiplied by 1 over 5. So that is negative 5 over 5. That is negative 1. So therefore, the answer is letter D. Number 9. A line has a slope of 1/2 and it passes through the point 4 minus 2 and 0 y. What is the value of y? Again, let's use the slope formula here. m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And we have the value of our slope. The value of our slope is 1 half. So this is equal to 1 half. Now let's try to substitute let's try to identify first our x's and our y's. So let's have this as our x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So now let's substitute it. So we have y sub 2 is y. We don't know the value of y minus negative 2 over what's our x? 0 minus 4. So if we're going to simplify this, that is y plus 2 over negative 4. And this is equal to 1 half. Now let's close multiply it. So 2 multiplied by y plus 2 is equal to 1 multiplied by negative 4. And that will be 2y plus 4 is equal to negative 4. So let's transpose negative 4 on the other side. So we have 2y is equal to negative 8. Divide both sides by 2. Then the value of our y is equal to negative 2. So y is equal to negative 2. Oh, sorry. The y is equal to negative 4. Because 8 divided by negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. So the answer is letter B. Number 10. What is the intersection of the lines x plus 2y equals 1 and 4x minus y equals negative 5? So to understand this, meaning this is a two different line, have a different slope, but they will intersect in one point. Meaning there is one point that that is a solution for both of them. So to answer that, let's write first the question. Plus 2y equals 1. We have 4x minus y plus negative 5. So in order for us to do this, we need to add the following, and that's so that we could eliminate something from it. So I would like to get the value of x so that I could eliminate the values of y. Now this is 2y, so I will make this negative 2y so that if I'm going to add them, we're going to have eliminate this. So the thing that I'll do is to multiply it by 2 to make it 2y. So we're going to get this equation or this system. So 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times negative y is negative 2y equals 2 times negative 5 is negative 10. So let's add them. So we have 9x. This one will be cancelled equals negative 9. So let's divide both sides by 9. So x is equal to negative 1. Now we have the value of x. We know that the value of x is negative 1. Now if you're going to see the choices, only letter A has a value of negative 1 for x. So if you're in a time pressure, which is always the case, you should get the answer A for this question. But if you want to double check it, you just choose one of the equation. I will choose this. We have x plus 2y is equal to 1. I'll just substitute negative 1 to x. That is negative 1 plus 2y is equal to 1. I will transpose 1 on the other side so that we have 2y is equal to 2. Divide both sides by 2. Then y is equal to 1. So the answer is letter A. So that is the part 1 of graphing for this review series. So hope you learned something and see you on the next tutorial, our part 2 of graphing. So that's all for today. Bye-bye.